This is a reading for Scorpio from the full moon until the new moon. So from the 5th of May to the 19th of May. So I'm going to shuffle your cards and just focus around you. Going to be using my Tarot of Prague deck. And just going to lay down your 10 cards. And then see what comes up for you. Let's have a look then. So first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. Okay, and the card I get is the 5 of Wands. Okay, first of all, the number 5 is a card of conflict. So it could well be there's a lot of arguments, there's a lot of disagreements around you at this time. I mean, looking at the card, first glance, it looks like there's some people fighting. Or are they playing a game? Or are they trying to build something? Okay, there's many ways to look at this card, but the first thing it looks like is they're fighting, but it could be they're playing a game or they're trying to build something. So it could well be there is some confusion around a situation here for you. Okay, it's a strong sense of some mixed signals. Okay, it's like you're wanting some clarity. It's like you can't see the wood for the trees. Okay, so it could well be that you need to step back. In fact, it's hinting at that here. There's some kind of tower or top of a building here. Okay, so it could well be you need to go there, but it's symbolic, in the sense of just stepping back. And once you step back, then you gain more clarity. You can see things more clearly. But also stepping back in the sense of, for me, for example, today I went through these woods near me, and then there's this beautiful pond. And I just sat by the pond just for 15 minutes and then just reflected on things. I gained more clarity within myself. It's very much the same kind of sort of situation here for you, because it's very much this feeling of being in the thick of things. And it's stirring up as well, like within yourself. You're finding it hard to settle, okay? And it's amazing what it can do if you can just find some time just to get away from the situation. Find a place to relax, just to sit for a while. Card crossing is the Ace of Cups. Something wants to start here. I mean, this is a blocking card. Okay, it is around matters of the heart. It's like something hasn't got started here around matters of the heart. Okay, I do feel something fresh here. Okay, so either it's something new or something old that needs to be freshened up. Okay, there's a strong sense of stagnation and things just aren't happening. Okay, it could well be that someone's been taking you for granted here or happy with the status quo, but quite clearly, this is a sticking point for you because it is shown up as a blocking card. You're wanting, to move away, move forward. You're wanting things to move to the next level around matters of the heart. Okay, you're wanting things to lift off. In the past, coming to the present, I've got the Page of Cups. Very positive. I mean, it does actually show that recently there's been some good news around a love situation. Okay. It may have been something small. It may have been something you heard or some message you received, but it really did touch your heart. That's the overall energy I get here. It's also something here I keep getting, fish out of water. So a strong sense of you taking a risk around a situation. Either you've done it or you've been thinking about taking a risk. Okay, it's putting your best foot forward. So it could well be perhaps you've been thinking about writing a message or a letter or turning up somewhere. And it clearly does show that you are going to do that. Okay, you are going to be taking a risk. And in fact, what that does is that then moves things to the next level for you, because you've been waiting on somebody or some situation, and it's like, you could be waiting forever, and the only way you can be sure is actually taking this risk, this leap of faith yourself, and it quite clearly shows you doing that. Yeah, I mean, I look more forward. I've got the Ace of Wands. It's nice you're getting aces here. I mean, aces are also about time frame as well, which generally for me are about within 1 month, okay? But the Ace of Wands is very much about, these new beginnings here, okay? Things developing, things growing. I do sense something new or something fresh around matters of the heart, but it's also very spiritual as well, because the Ace of Wands is a very, very spiritual card. It kind of sort of connects with spirit. So it could well be a very, very deep connection here, with somebody. That's there, that's perfect if you like, but there's also on other levels, such as the psychological, the emotional, and also the practical, things don't sit right at the moment. There's a strong sense, there's a lot of mixed signals, okay? But most certainly in a spiritual sense, it's like this divine connection, between the two of you. But other stuff, needs to be worked on before you can get to that stage here. It's also about romance is going to bubble up again. So it's very much confirmation about something moving to the next level here, or something starting, something fresh. It could well be also that you're going to start a new project, okay? It's very much about new beginnings here for you. The card in the goal position is the Fool card, okay? Yeah, it clearly shows you, I mean, this card is all about taking a leap of faith, okay? That's your goal, and exactly what I was just talking about here with the fish out of water. Yeah, so it's kind of sort of ties in. Everything's connected at the end of the day, okay? And quite clearly, that's your goal, and that's what's going to happen as well. I mean, I do see this dog here for connection, but it's also giving me like a sort of barking dog, which is around your own nagging thoughts and also nagging words of those around. And these can put you off, these thoughts and these words. But what I get is that you're going to carry on just the same. You can acknowledge it. In fact, it's best to acknowledge it, but don't kind of get pulled one way and then the other, because you can end up down some rabbit hole somewhere. Okay, so it is very much about staying focused, taking a leap of faith, taking a risk. There's also something here about a pure love here with the rose in your hand as well, or you'll be given a rose as well from spirit. In fact, it's a yellow rose you're being given as well. So it could well be around hope here for you. But it's also about you travelling light as well. There's not much in that bag, But don't throw everything away. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, okay? So there are some good things you can hold on to, but also some toxic stuff that you need to let go of. Subconsciously, I've got the Star card here. There are these divine wishes which you've put out to the universe, okay? Some of them are starting to manifest already, but there was this big wish in particular, I feel, around matters of the heart, okay? You're waiting for it to manifest, okay? There's also something here about some wastage. You may well have experienced some kind of leak, a burst pipe, and really it's a message from the universe. I mean, the universe speaks to us in signs, okay? It's not direct, though you may see like a word up somewhere, like on a poster or something. But it's not really that direct. It's more in kind of sort of symbols, okay? So, or things which happen to you, and you've got to kind of look at it and say, why does this keep happening to me? And then you kind of look at it and you kind of see what needs to be done. You gain a kind of sort of clarity, okay? But maybe if you just think you're a victim, then it's just going to happen over and over again. But if you kind of sort of look at it and then see there's something to learn from it, then it won't kind of sort of repeat itself here. And it's also about this intention setting as well. Yeah, it's very good, these good intentions you put out. But there is a strong sense of some kind of inefficiency here. So it's like you back it up with worry, fear, doubt, lack of belief. And it just cancels out your wish. The universe answers everything. It listens to everything. And it's very efficient. So before your wish can get to you, it listens to your second wish. And it cancels it out before it can get to you. The advice card here is the Devil card. One word: run. Okay. The devil reverse is about letting go, about cutting chains. With this, not everything. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but it's saying you need to kind of detach yourself from something extremely unhealthy, very toxic, very negative energy. Okay, it's like a complete turnaround here. Okay, and once you do that, then you start to bring all these wonderful things closer to you. And quite clearly, it is actually showing that something around the love situation, it's going to move to the next level, or there's going to be some kind of fresh start or something new. Okay, and also some project as well for you. So on the outside, I've got the Ten of Cups in the reversed position. Right at this very moment in time, there is a strong sense that happiness turned to sadness and laughter turned to tears. Okay, a strong sense of drowning in your emotions here. Okay, you've been trying to let go of a situation, move forward, and then you kind of sort of slip back into your sea of emotions. It could well be like either like the end of a relationship as I'm looking back, or a divorce, which you're kind of sort of thinking back to here. Okay, or it's like you've reached this point where everything is kind of sort of up in the air, nothing's happening. Okay, but quite clearly it shows you kind of letting go of this toxic energy, or moving away and forward from some toxic people or situations, and then in doing so you bring about much more healthier stuff, and then you just manifest that big wish which you've put out to the universe. So your hopes and your fears are shown by the Five of Cups reversed. A lot of looking back. Okay, a lot of things have gone wrong. I just see all these cups just all over the place on the ground, as you can see. So I suppose your fear is that the same thing's going to happen, that history is going to repeat itself. But it won't, because what I feel here is that either you're going to completely let go of a situation to allow something new to come in, or you're going to deal with a situation in a different way. Okay, you're not going to do it exactly the same. Things are going to change here. Then because you change things, the way you deal with something, or you just let go and move forward, then there's actually two cups still standing here if you look at the back, and that's what you'll move towards. So rather than keep repeating, keep looking back, same situation over and over again, you change your perspective, you change your direction, you change the way you deal with the situation, and then better things are shown ahead for you. And the final card here is the King of Wands in the reverse position. Yeah, so quite clearly what it's saying is that you are going to rid yourself of this toxic energy. Okay, I mean with the Devil here, it's reversed, which is good. I mean, I know it's the advice, but it is about letting go, just cutting through those chains. And quite clearly here with the King of Wands reversed, it does show this negative energy around you, but also at the same time it shows you kind of sort of moving away from this negative energy. But as I said earlier, it's about not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. So holding on to what's good, but just letting go of some stuff here. I see like this vision that's symbolic of you walking around town with these bags of rubbish. Okay, I mean there's some good stuff in some of these bags, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of bags of rubbish, this toxic energy, and I see you just getting rid of all this rubbish. And then of course you lighten the load, you go towards what you want much faster, and what you want starts coming towards you, and then you can put some new and wonderful stuff into these bags, which I see as you move forward over the next month. Thank you. There's also some nice crystals here as well. There's amethyst for peace, rose quartz, self-love, and to attract love, your soulmate, selenite to clear negativity and for protection. So I've got all of these are on my site, but don't forget to like, to share, to comment. Also links to free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, and to my crystal shop. Thank you.